he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. And this will be played. Third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside.
That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Watson now to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So operating for Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this taken in by Downs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Second and a couple. Downs going in motion right. Now it's Watson. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, 30 yards. And the Wizards are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now a 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Titans.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mahomes. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles to the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
First down, here's White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 22-yard line.
Here's Watson. He'll get that out to the flat to White. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Allen Lazard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Wizards continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st and 10, Swift. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Down inside the 40.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 7. From the gun, Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mahomes going to change things up. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Watson on first down. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A final shot before the break. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being 1-0 game. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. To throw is Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for 8.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now they'll audible to something else. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ty Chandler, 28 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Mahomes going to throw. steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, wide open, complete, and touchdown! A great play there, 60 yards. And the Wizards are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
42, Titans 3. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Yellow. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hey, on Sunday.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Titans.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Oh, nice move. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And now whistles blow here. Play has stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. just inside the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On third down, Mixon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A little to hurry up. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Watson's going to throw it here. Under 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
White going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Throwing now, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. As they say here in Rio, Ate Breve. We'll see you next time.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Bit get insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like,